Chosen one, this love, this connection you've stumbled into, isn't ordinary. It's the kind of pull that makes two souls stop everything they thought they knew and listen. It's intense, unexplainable, and it scares them a little, doesn't it? Because when something feels this real, this magnetic, the heart moves faster than logic ever could. They look at you and see something they can't name. It's not just beauty, it's not charm, it's the quiet strength behind your eyes, the way you move through life with grace, even after everything you've been through. You carry peace like its armor. You carry fire like its purpose. And that combination, that's what makes people fall fast. It's why they talk about marriage before they even know your middle name. Because deep down, they don't just want to date you, they want to build with you. They sense that life beside you would feel like home. But let's be honest, fast love isn't always easy love. It's messy, overwhelming. It exposes parts of us we've kept hidden. Still, when someone sees your light, truly sees it, their first instinct is to hold on tight before the world pulls you away. That's why they rush. That's why they can't stop thinking, I need to make this person mine. Hit that like button if you've ever felt that connection. The kind that arrives out of nowhere and changes everything. And subscribe to join thousands of souls who believe in real love, deep connection, and truth over games. Because here's what they feel but can't say out loud. You remind them what's pure. You remind them what's possible. They've met people before, but never someone who makes them want to grow. That's the difference. That's why their heart says, marry this one. Still, love isn't a race. It's a rhythm. When two hearts move too fast, they miss the music in between, the small moments, the laughter, the quiet. If you're feeling their urgency, pause, breathe. Real love doesn't fade when you slow down. It deepens. Comment 777 if you know what I mean. That number has become our sign here, a reminder that alignment matters more than speed. They want to marry you fast because, for the first time, they see a future that feels safe. You bring peace to people who never knew what peace looked like, and that's powerful. When someone's been living in chaos, calm feels like magic. You've become that magic. But remember this, chosen one. You're not here to fix broken hearts. You are here to inspire them to heal. You are not here to be someone's escape. You are here to be their mirror, the reflection that shows them who they could be when they start choosing love over fear. And that's why it feels so intense. Because real love doesn't knock gently. It shows up like a revelation. It says, I know you've been hurt, but I'm not here to hurt you. It says, I'm here to show you what love can actually feel like. If you feel that, comment 777 again. Not as superstition, but as a way of saying, I'm ready for love that grows slow, stays true, and lasts. Now listen carefully. Fast love isn't always wrong. Sometimes it's destiny catching up. But even destiny asks for patience. The strongest marriages aren't built in a weekend. They're built in small moments. Respect, trust, consistency. So if they're moving too fast, don't reject them. Guide them. Show them that love isn't about possession. It's about partnership. Because anyone who truly wants forever with you will learn to match your pace. And if you're the one who's falling fast, slow down. Let the connection breathe. Let it prove itself. Love that's real will always meet you in the middle. Tap like if this is speaking to your soul right now, and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones learning how to love with intention, not impulse. Because your energy, your presence, it's rare. You're not the type people meet twice. And when someone realizes that, they panic. They think, if I don't lock this down now, I'll lose it. But here's the truth. If love is real, you can't lose it. It's not something that slips away. It's something that evolves. They want to marry you fast because you woke up something sacred inside them. You reminded them what connection feels like when it's honest, when it's pure, when it doesn't play games. And that's a shock in a world that's forgotten how to love slowly. Keep your boundaries strong. Keep your standards high. Don't let the speed of someone else's feelings push you off balance. The right person will still be there when the rush fades. And when the dust settles, they'll thank you for teaching them what patience in love really means. Because what you're doing, chosen one, is teaching love how to last. You're teaching it to breathe, to listen, to grow roots instead of wings that burn out too soon. And they feel that. They may not have the words for it, but their soul knows. They know you're different. They know you're the kind of person who doesn't fall in love halfway. You've loved in silence before. You've loved when it hurt, when it was inconvenient, when nobody saw your worth. And every time you thought you were breaking, you were just refining. That's why your love is powerful now, because it's built from truth, not fantasy. So when they meet you, their heart panics. It's like standing in front of something holy and realizing they're not ready. They rush to marry you, not just out of desire, but out of fear. Fear that if they don't claim this love now, they'll lose the one person who finally made them feel alive. But love isn't claimed. It's chosen again and again. Every morning, every argument, every silence. That's where the real commitment begins. And you, chosen one, you don't need a ring to prove devotion. Your presence itself is a vow. Your loyalty is rare. Your patience divine, and your heart. It has walked through fire and still believes in tenderness. That's why they fall so fast. You don't remind them of anyone else. You remind them of home, the kind of peace they didn't even know they were searching for. Comment 777 if you've ever been that peace for someone, if you've ever seen someone heal just by being near your calm. That's your power. That's why you can't dim your light just because it blinds those who don't know how to love it yet. Sometimes people rush to marry you because they confuse healing with ownership. They think, if I have them, I'll feel whole. But you are not a cure. You are a mirror. You show people their own capacity to love. You reflect the parts of them that still believe in good. And some can't handle that. So they rush, they cling, they fear losing you before they even have you. It's not always manipulation. It's panic disguised as passion. But you must stay steady, because your steadiness is what separates real love from obsession. Hit like if you're still here, still believing that love can be sacred without being rushed. And subscribe to join thousands of souls, learning to love with balance, grace, and courage. Let's talk about your heart. You've learned how to love without losing yourself. That's a lesson that took years to master, didn't it? You've been through the kind of heartbreak that humbles you, the kind that strips away illusions and leaves only truth behind. You've watched people promise forever and walk away before sunrise. You've seen love that burns bright but dies young. And you swore next time it has to mean something. So when someone comes in fast, it shakes you, because you know speed isn't proof. Consistency is. That's why your heart hesitates, not out of fear, but out of wisdom, because love that lasts moves like a heartbeat, steady, not frantic. But don't shut them out completely. Sometimes a soul recognizes yours before the mind can catch up. Sometimes the rush is real, but it still needs rhythm. Let love catch its breath. Let it learn your pace. Let it earn your trust. If they truly see your worth, they'll wait. They'll match your energy instead of trying to control it. And if they don't, they'll fade. And that's not your loss. That's protection. Remember, not everyone who wants to marry you is ready to love you. Desire is easy. Dedication is sacred. Anyone can fall in love fast, but not everyone can stay in love when it gets real. That's where your discernment saves you. You were never meant to live in shallow waters. You were born for deep love, the kind that transforms, that builds legacies. Comment 777. Again, if you claim that kind of love, the kind that doesn't fade when the honeymoon ends. They want to marry you fast because your energy is rare. You're not chasing, you're not begging, you're just being. And that peace drives them crazy in the best way. You've become the calm they never knew they craved. But be careful. People fall in love with the way you make them feel, not always with who you are. The right one will do both. They'll fall in love with your fire and your flaws, your silence and your storms. They'll want to know your history, not just your highlight reel. That's how you'll know it's real. So when they say, "I want to marry you," listen not just to the words, but to the energy behind them. Are they ready for the journey, or just addicted to the spark? Because forever isn't about butterflies, it's about peace that lasts through the storm. And you, chosen one, deserve the kind of love that feels like exhale. The kind that doesn't demand you to shrink or perform. The kind that loves you in the daylight and in the shadow. Tap like if that's the kind of love you're ready for. And remember, your heart isn't behind schedule. Love doesn't arrive late when it's built to last forever. They want to marry you fast because something in you makes them believe again. You walk into their life and everything starts to make sense. It's like the chaos suddenly has order, the noise fades, and the future finally looks possible. That's the kind of presence that changes lives. But you can't pour from an empty cup. So even as you love, protect your peace. You are not responsible for teaching anyone how to value you. You're responsible for showing them that you already do. And when you hold that energy, confident, grounded, unbothered, that's when love becomes unstoppable. Because here's the truth, chosen one. Commitment isn't built on impulse. It's built on understanding. When two souls truly see each other, they don't rush to secure it. They nurture it. They let the connection grow roots before they build a house on top of it. You see, anyone can fall fast, but only the grounded ones can stay. Falling in love is the easy part. Staying in alignment is the art. And that's what your energy demands. Alignment. You're not someone who fits into someone's fantasy. You're someone who exposes what real love feels like. And when people feel that, they either rise to meet it or they run. But the one meant for you won't run. They'll slow down, look you in the eyes, and say, "I want to get this right." That's how you know it's real. So if they're moving too fast, don't chase their pace. Invite them into yours. Because love that's meant for you will never need rushing. It will match your timing. It will breathe with you, not against you. Comment 777 if you know what it feels like when love finally slows down to your heartbeat. Because that's where peace lives. Between the beats, not in the rush. And still, let's give them grace. Sometimes people rush because they've never met peace before. They've been betrayed, abandoned, forgotten. So when they finally meet someone safe, their first instinct is to hold on before it disappears. That's not manipulation, it's survival. But your love, chosen one, isn't here to rescue. It's here to remind people that love doesn't vanish. It matures, it deepens, it steadies, it roots itself in trust. You are the calm after their storm, the place where they finally stop fighting and start feeling. And that scares them because peace can feel foreign after chaos. So they call it love, they call it marriage, they call it destiny. But really, it's healing, and healing takes time. Tap like if you're ready for love that takes its time. Love that doesn't confuse urgency with purpose. Love that's patient enough to build, not just burn. Because the fire you bring, it's not for show. It's the kind that purifies. It burns away pretense, ego, and fear until only truth remains. And not everyone is ready to face that truth. That's why your love feels like a mirror. You don't just make people feel seen, you make them see themselves. And sometimes, that's uncomfortable. But the right person won't run from that reflection. They'll step into it, they'll grow through it, they'll meet you halfway. Chosen one, don't dim your light to make anyone comfortable. Don't pretend to be simple just so someone can feel ready for you. You're not meant to be understood at first glance. You're meant to be discovered, layer by layer, with patience and care. And the person meant for you, they'll take their time. They'll study your silence. They'll listen when you don't speak. They'll know that love isn't measured by how fast it happens, but by how deeply it roots. If they want to marry you fast, let them slow their hands and open their heart. Because vows mean nothing if they're built on fear of losing you. Real love says, I don't want to own you. I want to walk with you. That's partnership. That's union. That's sacred. Comment 777 once more if you're ready for that kind of union. The kind that's steady, pure, and anchored in truth. Now let's talk about you. Because maybe you've been questioning why people always fall for you fast. Why they see forever in your eyes, even before you've told them your story. It's not a coincidence. You have presence. You have energy that feels like safety in a world that keeps breaking hearts. You have warmth that feels like sunlight after too many winters. That's not something you can fake. It's not something you can learn. It's something your spirit carries. People sense it even before they understand it. You don't chase, you attract. You don't promise, you prove. You don't speak of love, you embody it. And that's why they want to marry you fast. Because you represent what they've been searching for their whole lives. Peace that doesn't demand, love that doesn't wound, trust that doesn't shake. But listen closely. You don't need to say yes just because the offer looks perfect. Sometimes the proposal comes before the preparation, and you deserve someone who's prepared, someone who's ready to hold the kind of love you give without breaking it, someone who's not scared of depth, who's not intimidated by your strength, someone who can match your devotion, not drain it. The one meant for you will move with grace. They won't need to rush because they'll recognize that forever isn't fragile. They'll know that real love doesn't need a deadline. It needs direction. Tap like if you know your worth. And if you're still healing, still learning to trust again, know this. Love isn't running out. Your timing is divine. The right one will show up when you've made peace with your own heart. Because here's the truth. Chosen one, you're not waiting for love. Love has been waiting for you to remember who you are. They want to marry you fast because your energy feels like arrival. But you're not a destination, you're a journey. And the one who deserves you will be ready to walk it, step by step. Because the real miracle, chosen one, isn't that they want you so fast. It's that they finally see you. They see what love looks like when it's whole. They see what safety feels like when it smiles back. They see what peace sounds like when it says their name. But don't mistake recognition for readiness. You can't heal someone by marrying them, and you can't rush someone into wholeness just because you love who they could be. Love that's built on potential collapses under pressure. Love that's built on truth lasts forever, and that's the love you deserve. So when they say, I want forever with you, smile, but let their actions echo louder than their promises. Because forever isn't said, it's lived. They'll show you they're ready not by rushing, but by staying. By showing up when it's inconvenient. By listening when it's easier to argue. By learning your love language instead of assuming they know it. That's what makes love divine. Not the ceremony, but the consistency. And maybe that's why they're drawn to you. Because your soul carries consistency in a world that's addicted to chaos. You bring stillness, you bring meaning, you bring the kind of energy that doesn't crave attention, it commands respect. Tap like if you've ever felt unseen until someone finally looked at you and truly saw you. That's what your energy does for others. It awakens them, it calls them higher. They want to marry you fast because they can sense it. Life with you wouldn't just be romance. It would be redemption. It would be peace after years of confusion. It would be balance. But you must remember, your love is powerful, and power must be protected. Not everyone who says I love you knows how to hold love like yours. Some will try to possess it, some will try to drain it, and a few will rise to meet it. Those few, the ones who see your worth and don't flinch from it, those are the ones who deserve your yes. Comment 777 again if you're ready for that kind of love. Because that number isn't magic, it's alignment. It's the reminder that love is supposed to feel right, not rushed. And when it's right, it won't feel like fireworks. It'll feel like breathing after holding your breath for too long. That's how you'll know. Chosen one. Love is not chasing you, it's learning how to meet you. Every heartbreak, every false start, every almost that fell apart. They weren't rejections, they were rehearsals. Every not yet was preparing you for now. Every closed door was divine timing in disguise. So when love knocks again, open the door slowly. Let it earn its place. Let it prove that it's not just infatuation, it's investment. And when you find that, you won't have to wonder if it's real. You'll know. Because real love feels quiet, not loud. It feels steady, not desperate. It builds you. It doesn't drain you. That's the kind of love that doesn't just want to marry you. It wants to grow with you. If this message is resonating with you right now, tap like and stay with me. Because what comes next isn't just about romance. It's about purpose. Because every soul connection that enters your life is either a lesson or a lifetime. And you, chosen one, have reached the point where lessons are turning into legacies. The kind of love that finds you now won't distract you from your path. It will amplify it. It won't drain your energy. It'll expand it. You'll know it's right when love doesn't compete with your peace. It protects it. That's what you were always meant to experience. They want to marry you fast because your presence reveals something eternal. It's not about your looks. It's not about your charm. It's about your light. The way you walk into a room and hearts recalibrate. The way your laughter makes people remember what hope sounds like. The way your silence speaks louder than noise. You are unforgettable. Not because you try, but because you are. That's why people rush to claim you, but not everyone who reaches for you deserves to keep you. Some are drawn to the warmth of your fire, but only a few are meant to stand close enough to tend it. Guard your flame, chosen one, because the one meant for you won't just be mesmerized by it. They'll help you keep it burning. Comment 777 one more time if that's the kind of love you're ready to receive. A love that builds, not breaks. A love that grows, not grabs. A love that's patient enough to understand you fully before promising forever. Now, take a deep breath. Because you're not waiting for love to arrive. It's already circling you, aligning with your energy. All you have to do is stay open, stay grounded, stay real. And when it finds you, you won't need to question it. It'll feel like peace. It'll feel like home. It'll feel like you. So hit that like button if you believe in timeless love. Subscribe to join thousands of souls who are learning to love consciously, fearlessly, and faithfully. Because your story isn't about falling in love, it's about becoming love. And the one who's meant to walk beside you will recognize that truth the moment they see you. That's why they want to marry you fast. Because they finally found what feels like destiny. But destiny, dear one, doesn't need rushing. It needs readiness. It needs two hearts that choose each other daily, not just one day. And that choice, that's where the real forever begins. Chosen one, the most beautiful truth about real love is this. It never arrives too early, and it never leaves too late. It meets you right where you are, when you're ready to receive it, not chase it. Because love that comes before its time can look like chaos dressed as passion. And you've lived enough storms to know you don't need lightning anymore. You need light. You are no longer someone who mistakes intensity for intimacy. You know the difference now. That's why heaven, the universe, whatever you believe in, has been protecting your heart. Every delay, every silence, every person who didn't stay. It wasn't punishment. It was protection. You were being refined for love that fits. They want to marry you fast because they feel what you already know. You're rare. You're not the person people find twice. Your spirit feels like sunrise after a lifetime of gray skies, and even if they don't understand it yet, their soul does. Their soul says, "This is the one. Don't lose this." But listen closely. What's meant for you will never need chasing. What's meant for you will choose you even after the rush fades, even after the honeymoon energy is gone, even after life gets quiet. That's when you'll see who's built for forever. Because forever isn't the promise, it's the practice. Hit like if you know that love isn't about finding someone to complete you, it's about finding someone who celebrates your wholeness. That's the kind of love you've been waiting for. And that's exactly the kind of love that's on its way. Because divine timing is not a delay, it's alignment. The universe doesn't make you wait to test you. It aligns the right hearts, the right lessons, the right readiness. So when love arrives, you don't have to fix it, heal it, or explain it. You just have to receive it. Comment 7-77 if you're open to that kind of timing. Not rushed, not forced, just real. Because when you stop forcing, what's meant for you flows easily. And maybe that's why they came so fast. Because they recognized you before you recognized yourself. Because they've been waiting too. Waiting for someone who feels like peace, not pressure. And when two souls that have been wandering finally find each other, sometimes the pull is so strong, it feels like gravity itself. That's why they can't wait. That's why they talk about forever after only a moment. Because deep down, time doesn't measure truth. Energy does. But even the strongest energy needs patience to become love. You can't build a lifetime on sparks. You build it on warmth. So don't be afraid to let love slow down. You're not rejecting it. You're respecting it. You're giving it space to root deep so it can weather every season. And when you do that, you shift from falling in love to rising in love. Because falling feels like losing balance. But rising, that's where strength lives. You rise into partnership. You rise into mutual respect. You rise into love that's not built on fantasy, but foundation. That's what this connection is asking of you. Not just to feel deeply, but to build wisely. And when you do, your love becomes unshakable. It becomes that quiet, powerful thing that doesn't need proving. It just is. Chosen one, let me tell you this. There's someone who sees you right now. Even if they're not with you yet, they feel your energy. They think about you when the world gets loud. They can't explain it, but they know their soul already knows yours. And when the timing is right, nothing will stand in the way. You won't have to question their intention. You won't have to ask them to stay. You'll look into their eyes and realize, this is what patience was preparing me for. Hit like if your spirit feels that. And if you're ready for a love that mirrors your growth, subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking the same path, learning to love deeper, slower, and truer. Because what's coming next isn't just romance, it's restoration. It's every broken piece of your heart finding its match in someone who knows how to handle it. They won't be scared of your depth. They'll crave it. They won't try to fix you. They'll respect how you fixed yourself. They won't just promise, they'll protect. That's love. Not lightning, but the steady glow that never goes out. And when that love arrives, you'll finally understand why everything before it had to fall apart. Every heartbreak was carving space for this. Every lonely night was teaching you how to choose yourself. So when someone else chose you, it wasn't out of desperation. It was alignment. So now, chosen one, let go of fear. Let go of timelines. Let go of wondering when. Because it's not about when, it's about who. And the who that's meant for you is coming with peace, not pressure. They may want to marry you fast, but you'll make them understand. Forever doesn't need rushing. Forever just needs the right heart. So breathe, smile, you're ready now. And love, the kind that heals, the kind that lasts, the kind that feels like home, is already on its way. Comment 777 one last time if you're claiming it. If you're choosing peace, patience, and partnership. If you're ready for love that grows like roots, not fades like fire. Because you, chosen one, are not waiting for love. You are love, and whoever finds you has already found forever. And now, chosen one, let this sink in. You are not chasing something missing. You are awakening to what's already been written for you. Every time you've loved and lost, every time you've healed alone, every time you've walked away from what didn't honor you, you've been moving closer to this moment, closer to balance, closer to truth, closer to you. Because the real love story was never about finding the one. It's always been about becoming the one, becoming the peace, the light, the strength that your soul needed all along. That's why people fall for you so quickly now. They sense completion when they stand near you. They sense what they've been searching for. You radiate what the world keeps trying to buy, fake or chase. Inner peace. And when peace walks into chaos, chaos mistakes it for a miracle. So they cling, they rush, they beg for forever. But peace cannot be possessed. It can only be shared. It can only stay where it's respected. And that's your calling now. To love without losing yourself, to give without emptying, to walk in light without fear that it will fade. If you're still here, still listening, hit like right now. Let this be your declaration. I am ready for love that meets me in my calm, not my chaos. Because that's the shift. The kind that doesn't come from wishing, but from becoming. The kind of love you attract now will look nothing like the past. It will be steady. It will be kind. It will be safe. The person who finds you next won't want to fix you. They'll want to learn you. They'll study the way you smile when you're at peace, the way you go quiet when you think, the way you love in small, consistent ways instead of grand performances. They'll see that you're not interested in fairy tales. You're interested in foundations, and because you're different, they'll treat you differently. Because you move with purpose, they'll move with patience. Because you love with depth, they'll love with devotion. That's the kind of reflection you've earned. That's the kind of forever that's coming. Comment 777 if you can feel that shift. If you know in your heart that something sacred is aligning for you. Not just a partner, but a match. Not just attraction, but alignment. And when it happens, you won't need to question it. There will be peace. There will be stillness. There will be no confusion, because real love never feels like confusion. They'll understand your pace. They'll understand your silence. They'll understand your need for depth and your need for space, because they've been learning the same lessons too. They've been walking their own path of transformation. And when two healed hearts meet, there's no fear of timing. There's only trust. That's why this love will last, because it won't depend on constant reassurance. It will rest on mutual understanding. It won't demand perfection. It will celebrate growth. It won't fear distance. It will honor presence. Hit like again if you're ready to receive that kind of love. The kind that doesn't shake when tested. The kind that doesn't disappear when things get quiet. The kind that stays. Chosen one, your story is not one of waiting anymore. You've crossed that chapter. Now begins the season of receiving, but not just any kind of love. You're receiving love that's aligned, refined, and divinely timed. Because the truth is, you were never hard to love. You were just waiting for someone who recognized the language of your heart. And that person, the one who sees your worth without needing you to prove it, is on their way. And when they arrive, you'll understand why you couldn't settle. You'll understand why it had to take time. Because time wasn't keeping you apart. It was preparing both of you to meet without breaking each other. You'll look back at every heartbreak and whisper, "Thank you." Not because it didn't hurt, but because it healed you into readiness. So breathe, chosen one. Love is not behind you. It's not ahead of you. It's within you, and it's about to meet you where you've grown. Comment 7 for 7 one last time if you claim this energy. If you know that your heart is finally ready to be met, not chased. Because you are not someone to be rushed into love. You are someone to be chosen every day. And the one who recognizes that will never need convincing. They'll just show up, steady, sure, and ready to build a forever that's real. Now close your eyes for a moment and feel this truth settle in your soul. You are safe, you are seen, you are loved, and you are enough. Always have been, always will be. Hit like if you feel that peace right now. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in love, faith, and truth. Not rushing, not doubting, but trusting. Because what's coming next is not another almost. It's the arrival, the real thing, the forever that doesn't fade. And when it comes, you'll smile. Not in surprise, but in recognition. Because your soul will whisper, "This is what I waited for." And as you breathe in this moment, chosen one, let gratitude rise in your chest. Because the waiting, the heartbreaks, the silences, they weren't empty space. They were sacred classrooms. They were preparing you for the love that doesn't rush through your life, but walks beside you with reverence. Every time you said no to what wasn't right, you were saying yes to what's coming. Every time you healed instead of hiding, you moved closer to alignment. And now that alignment is calling you forward. So, as you listen to these words, I want you to remember this simple truth. The love you deserve won't come to test you. It will come to teach you. It will teach you gentleness. It will teach you trust. It will teach you what it feels like to be chosen every single day. Not because of what you give, but because of who you are. They will see you, not your performance, not your strength, not your perfection, you. And they will stay, because your love isn't loud, it's steady, it's not demanding, it's devoted, it's not fleeting, it's forever. Hit like if that's the kind of love you're ready to receive, because speaking it, claiming it, sets it in motion. Every time you affirm that truth, you create space for it to arrive. Now imagine this. You're sitting across from them one day. The world is quiet. There's no rush, no fear, just presence. And in that moment, you both know. You didn't force this. You didn't chase it. You became it, and that's why it fits. They'll look at you with eyes that have seen storms but still choose peace. They'll touch your hand, and it will feel like coming home after lifetimes of searching. They'll tell you that being with you doesn't feel like falling. It feels like arriving, and when they say, "I want to marry you," it won't sound like a race. It will sound like a promise whispered by time itself. Because forever, when it's real, isn't heavy. It's easy. It flows. It doesn't ask for proof. It shows up in small, sacred ways. The kind that turn ordinary days into miracles. Comment 777 if you're ready for that softness, that ease, that calm in the center of the storm. Because that's the season you're stepping into now, the season of soft love after hard lessons, the season of peace after pain, the season of arrival. And when it comes, you won't just recognize the person, you'll recognize yourself, the version of you that believed again, that loved again, that trusted again. That's the gift you've been waiting for all along. Chosen one, hear this clearly. You are never too much for the right person. You are never too late for divine timing. You are never too broken to be loved completely. You are just becoming ready to receive what was already written for you. Tap like one more time if this truth feels like it belongs to you. Because it does. And as you move forward, hold this blessing close. May your next love be calm. May it be honest. May it be mutual. May it be patient enough to grow roots deep enough to weather anything. Because real love isn't found, it's built. It's the quiet choice to stay when things get hard. It's the gentle forgiveness that heals instead of hurts. It's two souls choosing peace over pride every day. And when that love comes, and it will, you'll look back on everything and understand You'll realize that love was never about finding completion. It was about remembering that you were whole all along. So, breathe that in. Smile. Because what's coming next isn't temporary. It's eternal. And it's ready for you. Comment 737 below to seal this energy. And if this message has found you at the perfect time, subscribe to stay connected with thousands of chosen ones who believe in patient love, deep healing, and the kind of peace that feels like home. Because from this day forward, your story isn't about who left. It's about who's about to arrive and stay. So hold your head high, keep your heart open, and walk into your next chapter knowing this truth. You don't chase love anymore. You attract it because you are it. Forever begins with you, chosen one. And when the music fades and the lights go quiet, when the noise of the world falls away and it's just you, sitting with your thoughts, that's when you'll feel it. That calm, that certainty, that peace that says, I am exactly where I'm meant to be. Because this time, you're not waiting for love to fill a void. You're living from fullness. You've learned that love isn't supposed to complete you. It's supposed to complement you. It's supposed to meet you at your frequency, not drag you back into your past. You're no longer the version of yourself who begged for closure, who tolerated inconsistency, who mistook attention for affection. You've outgrown that. You've leveled up emotionally, spiritually, energetically, and that's why the people who meet you now feel like they're standing in front of a miracle. Because you've done the work, you've healed in silence, forgiven in private, and loved yourself through the moments no one else saw. That's rare, that's radiant, that's power. Hit like if you can feel that power rising in you now. Because that's your glow, not from validation, but from peace. People will always be drawn to that. They'll always want to be near it, and some will confuse that pull with destiny. They'll call it fate. They'll call it love. They'll say they've never met anyone like you before, and they'll mean it. Because your energy changes rooms. It softens hearts. It restores hope. But you've learned that love isn't about how much they want you. It's about how well they handle you. It's not about their passion. It's about their patience. Not about their promises. It's about their peace. So when someone says, I want to marry you right now, smile gently and say, then show me forever, slowly. Because forever should never feel like pressure. It should feel like ease. Chosen one, your spirit doesn't need saving anymore. It needs matching. And that's what this next chapter is about. Finding someone who matches your healing, your honesty, your heart. Someone who sees love not as escape, but as expansion. They'll come. When the time is right, they'll come. Not to rush you, not to cage you, but to build something real with you. Comment 7SM7 if you can feel that arrival. That sense that love isn't far anymore, it's near. It's circling your orbit. It's already in motion. Because what's meant for you doesn't run. It aligns. It moves with grace, not haste. It finds you in your calm and says, I'm home. You'll know it's real when they bring you peace instead of problems, clarity instead of confusion, effort instead of excuses. That's the love your soul remembers. That's the love that's waiting for you. So keep walking in grace. Keep trusting your pace. Keep honoring your growth, because the person who's meant for you won't interrupt it. They'll protect it. And when they do, you'll look at them and finally understand. This is why it had to take time. This is why everyone before them couldn't stay. Not because they were bad, but because they weren't ready for the version of you that finally learned what love really means. So take this moment as a quiet celebration. You've made it here. Through every heartbreak, through every delay, through every night you thought love forgot your name. It didn't. It was just waiting for you to remember your worth. Hit like if you're claiming this peace, this readiness, this new chapter. And if you've been walking this journey alone, know this: you are never truly alone. The universe, God, love itself, it's been beside you the entire time, guiding, teaching, preparing, and now the preparation is over. You're stepping into the promise. Love is not coming to test you anymore. It's coming to join you, to walk beside you, not ahead or behind, to meet you in your calm, to honor your strength, and to build something eternal from everything you've learned. So breathe it in. Smile softly. Your story isn't ending. It's beginning, and this time it's written in peace. Comment 777 below if you receive that. And if this message has met your soul exactly where it needed to, subscribe to stay connected to this space, this family, this circle of souls who believe in love that's pure, patient, and powerful. Because from here forward, you're not just a chosen one in name. You're a living example of what happens when love stops rushing and starts rooting. You are the miracle. You are the calm after the storm, and the one who's meant for you will recognize that. Not because you told them, but because their soul will remember you. When they see you, when they hold you, when they whisper, you feel like home, you'll smile and know they didn't fall in love fast, they fell into alignment. And that, chosen one, is how forever truly begins. And as the screen begins to fade to black, chosen one, let your breath slow down. Let your shoulders drop. Let your heart remember what peace feels like. Because everything you've been carrying, all that worry, all that wondering, it's safe to set it down now. You've made it through the waiting. You've survived the not knowing. You've learned what it means to love without losing yourself. That's the graduation. That's the becoming. That's why life is about to shift for you in ways you never imagined. The love that's coming into your life next isn't chaos disguised as passion. It's clarity disguised as calm. It's the kind of connection that doesn't need to shout to be heard. It whispers through presence. It speaks through action. It builds through time. And you'll know it, not because it moves fast, but because it moves right. It won't push you to prove your worth. It'll remind you that you already have it. It won't promise you forever in a week. It'll show up every week until forever makes sense. That's what maturity feels like. That's what divine alignment looks like. Hit like right now if your spirit recognizes that truth. And comment 777 one final time to affirm it. To declare that the love you're stepping into now is aligned, not rushed. Because when peace meets purpose, time slows down. You stop counting the days. You start cherishing the moments. You stop asking, when will it happen? You start whispering, I'm ready when it does. And that readiness, that trust, it radiates from you. It's what draws love in. It's what keeps it. It's what makes it real.
Chosen one, I want you to know this. Your energy is rare, not because it's perfect, but because it's authentic. You don't pretend to be healed. You live honestly with your healing. You don't chase validation. You embody value. You don't demand attention. You command respect through peace. That's why people fall for you fast. Because authenticity is magnetic. Because truth feels like gravity. Because in a world full of noise, your stillness sounds like music. But this time, you're not going to rush to give it away. You're not going to over-explain, overextend, or over-attach. You're going to stay grounded in your truth, because the one who's meant for you will meet you there, not halfway, but wholeheartedly. And when they do, everything will make sense. Every ending, every pause, every heartbreak, it will all click into place. Because it wasn't just heartbreak, it was heart prep. The universe doesn't withhold love. It withholds confusion until you're ready for clarity. And now, you're ready. So as this message closes, place your hand over your heart and repeat quietly, I am ready for love that feels like peace. Say it once for your past, to honor the lessons. Say it again for your present,
to ground in gratitude, and say it one last time for your future, to welcome the blessings already unfolding. Because love hears you. It always has. It's been circling, searching, waiting for you to match its frequency. And now that you do, it's only a matter of time before it knocks at your door. Not to take from you, but to walk beside you. And when it does, you'll open that door with a smile, because you'll know this isn't rushing. This isn't fantasy. This is real. Forever didn't arrive early. It arrived right on time, so hit like to lock that truth in your spirit. And subscribe if you're part of this family. This circle of light, this community of souls who are learning to love from wholeness, not from wounds. Because together, we're rewriting what love looks like. It's no longer desperate. It's divine. It's not rushed. It's real. And you, chosen one, you're the proof. Your story, your strength, your softness, it's all part of the reason someone out there is praying for a love like yours right now. And soon, they'll find it. They'll find you. So stand tall, breathe deep, keep shining. Because your light doesn't just attract love. It teaches others how to love too. That's your gift. That's your purpose. That's your forever. Comment 777 if you receive it. And may this message remind you every time you doubt, you're seen, you are worthy, you are loved, and the best is not coming. It's already here.